to some surgery because I just feel like I was trained on when in doubt, yank it out. And that's not right. 500,000 hysterectomies done a year, so many of them because of just bleeding. There's got to be alternatives. That's why I was always looking for the alternatives for patients, this perimenopause especially, a lot of bleeding issues. But before I move on to ablation, I want to say, along with that mantra with when in doubt, yank it out, don't let them do that. Don't let them take your ovaries out. Don't let them take your ovaries out just because you're going to prevent ovarian cancer, about a 1% issue. If you had a headache, you wouldn't let them just cut your head off so that you could prevent the headache. Thank you for the laugh. I'll pay you afterwards. But that's what it is like. You just yank out the ovaries. They do things after you go through menopause. Endometrial ablation, I call it plastic surgery for the uterus. We go in vaginally. You could be awake or asleep. We laser the lining of the uterus. Takes 5 minutes, actually 60 seconds. You go home an hour later. You could be working out the next day. We started doing this at the end of the 90s with a global machine that had taken all the risks out. It's probably about an 85% effective tool. And what I hear from colleagues who I can't call my friends are, well, it's not 100%. And then they tell their patient, well, you know, it's not 100%, and you know, you could get cancer. We might not be able to see it. And they start scaring the patients, and then they're back to when in doubt, yank it out. So plastic surgery for the uterus. If you have a friend, if you're having bleeding issues, think about endometrial ablation.